A few minutes later.
Alright, we're all set. See you all tomorrow.
Bye! Have a great rest of the day, guys!
Will do. Great job on the work today.
Yeah, whatever.
There goes Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows. Would it hurt you to be a little more enthusiastic?
Yes. No. And I have nothing to be enthusiastic about right now.
Bye, Kazuki!
Akira looks like he wanted to say something to me before leaving, but changes his mind and leaves with Aki. After those two disappear from sight, Suzumi turns to me and frowns. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you going home soon?
Yeah, I'm just too lazy to get out on time.
Classic Kazuki.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, it's nothing. Hey, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Do you want to join me?
Wait, didn't you just say everyone for themselves? Talk about preferential treatment. Free food. Why not? I have nothing to lose. Let's go.
You really should be more enthusiastic, you know?
I glare angrily at Suzumi. Maybe it's just my stomach talking, but I decide to patronize her. Go out for lunch with you? Oh, yay! I would love that. Maybe we can go try something new, share some stories, take some selfies together. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool! What? Was that too Aki for you? Maybe a touch of Akido.
It's almost like Aki and Akito managed to possess you. And I think I prefer the grumpy you.
Hey, I'm not grumpy.
Sure, you're not.
Suzumi walks out of the office at a glacial pace. Geez, wait for me. I catch up with Suzumi easily, and together we head to the city center.
By the way, what did you think of the Phantom case as a whole?
It's interesting.
And?
Sometimes I wonder who he is and what his ultimate goal might be.
Yeah, I do too. Do you think that there's an ulterior motive for this? Maybe he just wants to toy with the police?
Maybe. But would you go through this much to piss someone off?
I guess you're right. I wouldn't murder people to get a rise out of someone.
Suzumi suddenly stops in her tracks. What is it?
Ba to our restaurant. This looks interesting. Shall we give it a try?
You do realize I was talking about the new food thing. I was joking talking about the new food thing, right?
Whatever, I'm giving it a try.
Are you even listening to me?
Come on, Mr. Grumpy Cat. You don't have to order anything fancy.
We head inside and grab a table. The restaurant looks nice, but the menu seems unique. Huh.
What's wrong?
Gado, bebek goreng, nasi goreng, nasi padang, satay, ayam bakar, mie... What the hell are these things?
Oh, that expression of yours is priceless.
How am I going to pick something if I don't know what any of these dishes are?
Just go with your gut. Don't think, feel.
I can't believe you said that. Were you watching kung fu movies last night?
I'm trying to be more enthusiastic. Unlike you, obviously.
Well, you're supposed to be the scary boss type, not the happy-go-lucky person.
What? I am not scary. I'm just doing my job. If you weren't so lazy, I wouldn't have to be that way.
What was that?
Never mind. You know, there's a description of each dish on the menu.
Yeah, but they have no pictures here. What if I don't like the way my food looks, huh?
Are you kidding me? You're concerned about how it looks?
Hey, first impressions are everything. For me, it's how good the food looks.
You're unbelievable.
Don't hate the player, hate the food. I mean...
Whatever, I'll just try the ayam bakar. Looks like it's chicken seasoned with turmeric, garlic, shallots, grilled on charcoal. Sounds good.
I'm the only other person here, Suzumi. You don't have to describe your meal. I have a menu too. A few minutes later. Here you go, ma'am, your ayam bakar. Bon appetit.
Yay! Thank you.
And, you also have mild spicy and very spicy sauce to choose from.
Kazuki, come on already. My food's getting cold. Hurry up and choose one.
This is a serious decision. This isn't something I can choose on a whim.
Really? Just get the same dish as me if you're so worried.
I'll take the bebek gorong. Since you described your food in detail, then I will too. Fried duck served with sambal, a hot and spicy chili sauce. At least I know what ducks should look like.
This is delicious.
And another few minutes later. Your bebek gorong is ready. Enjoy your meal. Finally, thank you. I'm starving. Let's dig in. Oops, wrong thing.
Oh gosh, I am so full. That was delicious.
So I wanted to call attention to this because this is the first CG I've seen in the game so far. You're finished already? Well, can I take some of your sauce then?
Go ahead. But be careful. This one's pretty spicy.
No worries. I was raised on spicy food. In fact, my spirit animal is a ghost chili.
Okay. Here you go.
Alright, just a little of this, not too much. Wow, it tastes great.
I know, right?
Now then, let's try this sambal paste. Whoa, now we're talking.
Goodness, stop eating like that. You're making me hungry.
Spicy!
I told you.
Hot! Hot, hot, hot! This sambal is insane. Where's the water? Why didn't we order water?
We did. You just drank it all. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to mix all of the sauces together.
Don't combine the streams, man. You think so? Hot? What the fuck? We're sorry for the inconvenience. Please stand by. Crap, I don't feel well.
That's what you get when you mix a spicy sauce with an even spicier one. So much for your chili spirit animal.
I guess I was experimenting. For science.
Yeah, right. Just don't vomit all over the place.
There's a bench nearby, so we decided to sit down and rest a bit. I needed some fresh air anyway.
I wonder how the Phantom selects his victims.
You're still thinking about that? Akido can really get into your head when he wants to.
Yeah, he's actually done some good work for once. What do you think about it?
Yeah, he did well this time.
I meant about the victims.
Isn't it obvious? He is a madman and the victims have nothing in common with each other, at least at first glance.
So you're saying he's not working with someone or something else?
Can we not talk about this right now? My brain is fried.
Fine. Hey, do you remember the first time we met?
Are you referring to the time I accidentally shut the door in your face as I was leaving for class?
Not exactly, but yeah, I guess so.
Well, I remember that you were always so angry at me for that. Might be why I keep thinking you're a scary boss.
Hey, I was not angry. Well, maybe a little. But that was because you were such a...
Jerk?
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. You just didn't care about the things you said, or what others said about you. But then I heard about your parents and...
And what? You felt sorry for me?
No, I started to see you from a different perspective. I mean, you're unconventional and stupid sometimes, but you're also straightforward and honest.
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment, but I'm too tired to argue.
See what I mean?
I also remember you asking me to join Yggdrasil.
Yes, but you refused at first. Remember?
Hey, if I knew you were all crazy, I would have refused again.
Well, it's too late for that. You're stuck with us now.
I know. It's a miracle I haven't gone insane yet.
Ha ha. Very funny.
Relax, it was a joke. I actually want to help people like me who have lost someone dear to them and don't know why. That no matter how hard they look, they just can't find any answers.
So, that was your real motivation?
Well, I really just wanted to find out how my parents died, but...
I'm sorry we couldn't find anything out, Kazuki.
It isn't your fault, Suzumi.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe you and Aki are alike somehow. You both want to change the world and stop evil from happening any way you possibly can.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like her. Aki believes in justice, but I don't. The world is an unfair and cruel place, Suzumi, and there's no way you can talk me out of thinking otherwise.
Kazuki...
There isn't any justice. Never was, never will be. Sesame looks a bit speechless. Maybe I shouldn't have gone into my little tirade. Well, anyway, I should probably get going. Still got some grocery shopping to do.
Okay. Thanks for coming with me today, and try to get some rest for tomorrow, alright?
Yes, Miss Suzumi?
You make it sound like I'm an old hag or something.
Really? I'm not sure what you mean.
Now you're just doing it on purpose.
As if I could do something to our sweet boss.
That's enough. Thanks, and see you tomorrow.
Jeez, she's as grumpy as ever. Take care. I stood and watched Suzumi leave. There isn't any justice. Never was, never will be. Those words stuck in my head. Mom, Dad, I promise you that I'll find out what really happened to you.
Hey, cutie.
Huh? I believe I just heard some kid yell. I quickly turn around to see what the commotion is all about. Looks like two boys are ganging up on a girl. Are they teasing her? This sure brings back some memories of when I was a kid.
What school do you go to?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you around here.
Hey, let's hang out. Just the three of us.
The girl doesn't respond. She just continues to walk ahead as if they don't exist.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
The tall boy quickly blocks her path.
Move or else.
Is that a threat? What are you gonna do about it?
Huh?
The girl grabs the taller boy's ear and twists it hard.
Ow! Ow! Stop that! Ah!
Hey,
Second
let go of
CG.
him!
The other boy tries to rescue his friend from the girl's wrath, but to no avail. The girl delivers a deadly kick to his crotch. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Good God, girls sure are terrifying. They always aim for the sensitive areas. Oh well, those boys deserved it.
Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry. The girl lets go of the taller boy's ear.
Now get out of my way.
The boys quickly turn and flee. She's crazy.
And she wasn't even that cute.
She continues to glare at them as she watches them flee. They just had to go and say something demeaning, didn't they? Jeez, kids. The girl turns around and sees me. Don't hurt me, I'm innocent. I raise my bags of groceries in the air. I watch her walk away in silence. Sheesh, what's with kids these days? This evening sure was exhausting. Should get some sleep, but isn't that show that Suzumi likes to watch on tonight? I attempt to watch the television show, but exhaustion gets the best of me and I drift off to sleep. So, I don't know if that was added in or what, but that's different. Damn. Suzumi will kill me for sure. I'm late again, but what else is new? Why am I still tired? It doesn't matter. I have to go on a field trip to the Rosewood Resort with Kaoru today. Hope Suzumi doesn't mind. I let out a sigh before I open the door to the office. Hey everyone, I'm here.
Morning, Katsuki.
Hey there. Hey there, Sleeping Beauty. Are you rested up now?
Jeez, I was only a few minutes late. By the way, where's Akido?
Big Bro's at the police station.
They arrested him again? I can feel the silence crawling on my back.
Aww. Do you miss him already?
Yeah, we'll go with that. So, Suzumi, is there anything we need to know about the Rosewood Resort?
Not really. There hasn't been any new information yet. But we'll let you know if something comes up.
Alright.
Just be sure to take notes on everything you see, alright?
Okay, boss, stop lecturing me.
I'm not lecturing you. And I don't appreciate that tone of voice, mister.
Whatever.
You're so annoying sometimes. And I'm not... Anyways, good luck.
Okay, let me get the keys.
Kazuki, please be on your best behavior, okay?
Sheesh, I'm not 5.
I'm just saying.
Okay, Mom, don't worry about my dinner. I'll be eating over at Karu's place.
I'm not your mom! And you need to report back here after you're done.
Sheesh, alright. I need coffee. Kaoru and I head out to the parking lot and settle into one of the company cars.
What's the address of the place? I need to get directions.
Sunny Village Street 24. It's behind the cemetery if I recall correctly.
Looks like you're right. Okay, let's head out.
Wait a minute, we still have to refuel. Can we go to the gas station first and, maybe we get some coffee? My treat.
That sounds perfect.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, by the way, Akito's getting us all photographs from the crime scene. It's too bad that everything will be cleaned up by the time we get there. But at least we'll get some more info about the place and victim.
Darn, that means more work for us.
Yeah. We'll have to do our own research and talk to the employees there.
So, what's your plan?
Well, I think we should ask the employees if there's any unreleased footage. The Phantom knew the cameras weren't operational, and used that to his advantage. But there might be some other stuff we haven't discovered yet.
Good idea. Moreover, we'll need to examine the mystery surrounding that unrented room. There's a chance someone actually did rent it out.
Well, even if a person rented out that room, we couldn't link him or her to the Phantom based on appearances alone.
What about housekeeping? I'm sure someone there knows a thing or two.
Yes, we should definitely question the housekeeping staff.
Other than that, I'm not sure what else we could do. Well, maybe something else will come up.
And here I thought you'd just make sarcastic jabs at the whole case.
Hey, I'm not that sarcastic.
Whatever.
Anyway, I'll go and get the gas and coffee. What do you want in yours?
I'll take mine with milk. No sugar, please.
Alright, got it. Oh, did you want anything else?
Nah, that'll be all. Thanks for asking, though.
Okay, I got you coffee and some cake.
Thanks. I didn't ask for the cake, though.
No worries, it's on the house.
Well, with an answer like that, how could I refuse? Huh?
What is it? I see the free sample label on the cake. The secret's out. I told you it was on the house. Like, literally on the house. There's even advertisements and everything around the gas station.
You jerk. Classic Kazuki.
Jeez, why does everyone say that? Alright, we're here. To be perfectly honest, I have done that in the past. This resort doesn't look so bad. Well, this is the place that doesn't even have functioning cameras.
That's true.
Let's go to the front desk. Maybe there'll be a clue there.
Okay.
We go straight to the front desk. A perky receptionist greets us right away. Welcome to the Rosewood Resort. How may I help you? I'm Kazuki Koyama, and this is my partner Kaoru Moriyama. We're from Yggdrasil. May we speak to the manager? Oh, right. Yes, sure. The receptionist leaves in a hurry. She seems a bit on edge. What was that all about? Why'd she panic?
I think she was just scared because she doesn't know how to handle scary people.
Wait, are you saying I'm intimidating?
Kind of. You're not a people person, I'll tell you that.
Always the comedian. The manager enters the room and comes up to us. Hello there. How may I help you?
Good morning, sir. We're detectives from Yggdrasil. We wanted to speak to you about the crime that occurred here not too long ago.
Oh, that thing. We've already spoken to the police about that. Yes, we understand. However, we would like to give a second opinion on the matter. We might be able to find new evidence that may help clear your resort's name. Very well, do as you please. It's not like anyone's really lining up to book a room after what happened here. What do you want to know?
How many people are working here?
7 people other than me. We've got 2 receptionists, 3 housekeepers, and a handyman.
Is it possible to interview all of them?
Well, Mike only does his maintenance duties once or twice a week unless he's called in for any emergency. If you want any relevant information, one of the housekeepers as well as the receptionist had the night shift that day. It'll probably be faster to ask them. Alright, I'll go talk with the housekeepers. Kaoru, you handle the rest.
And yet, you don't say please. Typical.
Where are the housekeepers? There should be a staff room at the end of the corridor. If you can't find them there, use the phone to call for them. Thank you. Kaoru, you know what to do. Let me know if you find anything.
Understood, boss.
Staff room. This must be it. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, huh? Who the hell are you? The young lady quickly glares at me as I step into the room. I quickly look at her name tag. Satomi, huh? Hello, I'm Detective Koyama from Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil? I think it's Yggdrasil. I've been mispronouncing it. I spoke with your manager earlier and he said I could find you here. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions right now? Well, maybe, but you know, I already told the police that you don't know anything. I know. Alright, Miss Satomi. It's alright if I call you that, right? I guess so. Were you working here at the time of the murder? Yes, but we didn't hear anything, I swear. It was a pretty quiet night. We heard nothing but rain. There was another person with you. Well, Isako was the receptionist working that night and I was helping her out. We only had 2 guests, so we decided to kill some time and chat at the front desk. Ah, is she the one working the front desk right now? No, that's Nikki. She's a bit wet behind the ears. She just started. How long did she work here? I think around 3 or 4 months. Alright, so you and Isako didn't hear anything suspicious? Not a thing. And there were 2 guests, correct? Did they check out already? One of them checked in a week earlier, while the second one arrived 2 days before the incident. Both were taken by police for questioning and they left afterwards. I'd get out of this place like a bat out of hell if something like that happened here. Satomi seems a bit alarmed by my remark. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. So, did you see anyone suspicious? Maybe one of the guests behaved strangely that day. Nothing out of the ordinary. Again, this place is usually calm and quiet. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine anyone staying here for long. What was that? I mean, did anything seem out of place, like a broken door or misplaced object, for example? Oh, now that you mentioned it, someone broke in the window in one of the rooms 2 weeks ago. Would the Phantom do that? Could you describe that in more detail? Well, we called the manager and told him to check the camera recording and see who did it. He told us that he couldn't tell who it was. But weren't the cameras just props? Well, we weren't aware of that back then. We were so gullible. You said we again. The other 2 housekeepers and I thought that the cameras were real. What about the other employees? I don't know if anyone else knew about the cameras. Did the person break the windows to see if the cameras were operational? Okay, anything else? No, that's everything. Who found the body? It was Hana. One more question. Did you know the victim? No, I never saw her before. I see. Is Hana working today? Yes. Where can I find her? She should be cleaning room 17 right now. Alright, thanks for your help. Glad I could be of service. It's my job, after all. Where is room 17, by the way? First floor. You'll reach there faster if you use the fire exit on the right. Got it. Thanks. I have the fire exit stairs as Satomi had suggested, and sure enough I reached room 17 in a flash. Hello. Excuse me. Anyone here? Yes, I'm coming. Guess I'll just wait here. I hear loud footsteps from the other side of the room as she finishes up her errand and approaches me. I look up and ready myself to greet her. Within seconds, I find myself face to face with an incredibly angry woman. Who the hell are you? I'm Kazuki and... another reporter. How many times do I have to repeat myself to get through your damn skulls? I don't want to talk about it. I'm not a reporter. I'm actually a detective from Yggdrasil. I show the housekeeper my ID. Oh, I apologize. It's just been a really long week for me. I'm at my wit's end with all the reporters who flock by, hoping to get a juicy story. It's okay, I understand. If it's alright with you, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Sure, but I already told the police everything I know. I might not be of big help. It won't take long, I promise. Alright, what would you like to know? I'm sorry, but what is your name? Oh, I'm Hana. So, Hana, did you notice any suspicious activity the day Ubune was here? I'm sorry, but I didn't. We don't get that many guests, so I think I remember if some suspicious activity took place. I see. Well, actually, there was one thing. One of the windows downstairs was broken by someone a few weeks back, but I'm sure you've already been informed about that. Yeah, Satomi told me about that. Is that how you ladies found out the cameras didn't work? Yeah, I had no idea the cameras were just dummies. Well, aside from you and Satomi, does anyone else know? Not that I'm aware. When do your shifts take place? Well, our day shifts start at 8 AM and end at 4 PM. So your night shifts start at 4 and end at midnight? Yes. That's strange. Housekeepers work in 8-hour shifts, while receptionists work in 9-hour shifts. 7 AM to 4 PM and 4 PM to 1 AM. So the front desk is closed from 1 AM to 7 AM. Yes, no one is here during that time. Alright. So what time did you happen across the victim's body? I think it was around 10 AM. Happened by chance, Miss Ogune was found in room 07. That day I was cleaning the window in the next room and noticed that the window was opened, which was weird because the room wasn't rented out to anyone. I thought about fetching my keys, but I noticed the door was unlocked, so I went inside and walked over to the living room, and that's when I saw her. She looked like she was sleeping. It was terrifying. I immediately ran out and called the police. She looks like she's on the verge of breaking down into tears. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. I better wrap this up as quickly as I can. Thank you, you've been a great help. I just have one last question. Yes? You said that the door was unlocked. Yes, that really surprised me. Why is that? Well, each housekeeper has their own set of keys, and no one has ever reported them missing. If any one of us lost a key, we'd have to report it to the manager. Obviously, room keys are kept in the reception room. And I'm guessing the room key wasn't stolen. Yes. I look carefully at the door lock. Doesn't seem like a hard lock to pick. Is there something wrong? No, it's nothing. Thank you for your time, Hana. No problem. You're very welcome. Midnight chefs, huh? I should probably talk to Satomi again. I run back downstairs to the staff room. Hey, Satomi, are you still in here? Oh, hello again. Did you find Hana? Yeah, thanks for that. Listen, there's something I need to verify with you. What is it? When the murder happened, you and Isako were at the front desk, correct? Yeah, why? I heard from Hana that the night shift ends at midnight, so were you still with Isako then? Satomi gives me a perplexed look. Yes, we were still at the front desk. Well, you see, my information indicated that Mrs. Ogune arrived here around midnight, so wouldn't you have seen her if you were at the front desk at that time? It isn't that... But when I had asked you earlier, you said you didn't see Mrs. Ogune. Well, what I meant was I never saw her up close. Even the night of the incident, we didn't really see what the victim looked like. We only saw her exit her car in the parking lot. Tell me exactly what you saw. Well, Isako and I were at the front desk that night watching the rain. That's when I saw someone step out of a car while talking on her phone. She came in and headed straight up the stairs. That's all we saw, I swear. I understand. I didn't mean to scare you, Satomi. However, I wish you had told me this earlier. I'm really sorry, sir. Weren't you surprised that this woman was out by herself at this hour? To be honest, we just didn't give it much thought. We thought she might have been a mistress. After all, we have, some sleazy folks come here from time to time. Plus, I was in a bit of a hurry to head out somewhere. I see. Are you sure there wasn't anyone else here? I'm 100% sure. One more thing, Satomi. Did you talk to Isako afterwards? Does she have anything that might help with our investigation? Yes, but she doesn't have anything new to add, I'm afraid. She said she didn't see anyone leaving the resort or walking around the parking lot. Alright, thanks for your help. You're welcome. I leave the room and head upstairs. The view from here is really nice. You can see for miles. My phone started ringing. Hey, what's up?
Hey, I finished up the interviews. We're sort of at a dead end. Mike the handyman didn't know anything, and I only got bits and pieces from Eiko. However, she did say that she and Satomi saw Miss Ogune at the parking lot.
Tell me something I don't know. But yeah, nothing related to the Phantom.
Unfortunately.
Well, actually...
What is it? Do you have a lead?
Possibly. It's a bit out there, but...
Are you not going to tell me?
I'll tell you on the way back to HQ.
Where are you anyway?
Behind you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Look up.
You creep. Got a nice view there, huh?
I'll see you downstairs.
I'll wait in the car. See you in a minute.
I checked the time on my phone. 1:03 p.m. It's not as late as I thought. Just how the heck did you get in here, Phantom? I head back down. On my way to the car, I see a huge dumpster next to a closed gate. Well, if I were the Phantom, I'd definitely utilize that. Let's see, in order to hide in there, you'd have to be a bit slim and have to jump from the ramp. That means he's gonna be shorter than 6 feet, give or take a few inches. I spent a few more minutes studying the scene before meeting up with Kaoru.
Wow, Kazuki. You really love being late. Whatever happened to just a minute?
Sorry, I lost track of time.
Old habits die hard.
Anyway, I was examining the parking lot earlier, and I believe I figured out the Phantom's physique. I think the Phantom is a slim-built person who's between 5'8" and 6 feet.
And how did you get to that conclusion?
Well, I tested my theory, that's all.
What?
Let's get in the car. I'll tell you on the way.
Alright. Don't forget, we need to stop at the police office and pick up some materials for Akito.
Alright, what a pain. I told Kaoru my room break-in theory while en route to the police station. I also wanted to hear her thoughts on what we've managed to gather from the investigation so far.
So you were leaping off a gate while I was waiting for you. This isn't a video game, you know.
I wasn't playing around, I was testing out my theory.
Really? By leaping off a closed gate and onto a ramp, no less. You could have injured yourself.
Never mind that, you're missing the main point here. Kaoru gives me a piercing glance. I'm not sure if it's a response to my disregard for safety or she's just trying to read my mind again.
I get it. You were able to pull this off without being heard.
I give her a smile. Exactly. Despite how noisy it was, I didn't attract any attention whatsoever. Even you didn't hear me, and you were standing right here in the parking lot. I then backtracked and updated Kaoru on what I managed to find out from the employees, such as the oddities surrounding the locked door, and what Satomi happened to see that night.
Huh. That's interesting. Was she talking to the Phantom?
It's very possible.
If only we could find her phone.
Well, it would probably be untraceable, even if we did have a lead.
No crying over spilled milk, I suppose.
I'm also a bit curious about those keys. The locks didn't look too sturdy, so even a run-of-the-mill cat burglar would have no trouble picking the lock.
I guess the Phantom would have to be really knowledgeable to know all the tools of the trade and all that.
He's not your typical crime drama lunatic, that's for sure. Alright, we're here. Did you call Akito?
Yeah, he said he should be here when we arrive.
I guess we're holding out for a hero, huh? Kaoru dials Akito's number and waits for him to pick up.
Hey, are you here yet? Yeah, we're waiting for you. Fine, we'll wait. Sheesh, you should have texted us earlier. Akito's on his way.
I wonder if he got any new tips from the police.
Who knows? Although, knowing Akito, he would have informed us straight away if he got anything. He wouldn't have been able to contain his excitement for this long.
Yeah, he's become so obsessed with this case recently.
Yeah, totally.
He's coming this way.
Yo, how's the investigation coming along?
As expected.
I'm guessing you didn't get a lead.
Yeah, we got 0. Zilch, nada. Kaoru and I updated Akito on our progress so far, which wasn't much.
That's awesome! You still managed to figure out the Phantom's build despite the lack of clues. Even the police couldn't do that. That's a good start.
Yeah, I guess. But it's so disturbing how slick the Phantom is at committing his crimes.
Well, when you put it that way.
I'm guessing the police are at a dead end too.
Yeah.
Well, what about Ogune's phone? Any luck?
Sorry, we can't find it. It looks like the number's untraceable anyway.
Damn, he really knows how to cover up his tracks.
Maybe he's like a super soldier.
We're not in a comic book, Akito.
What? Come on! There are bad guys everywhere. How do I know you're not a sleeper agent?
Anyway, did you tell the police that the company didn't have a record of her meeting the day she was killed?
Oh, right. Yeah, I told them. They seemed a bit shocked, to be honest.
They must have overlooked that little detail.
You can say that. How could they not? They only spoke with her husband, after all.
Seriously?
But you told them to look into it.
Obviously. I'm not stupid. They seemed a bit embarrassed about the fact that we know more details about the case than they do. At least they're making an effort.
Yeah, good to hear that.
By the way, do you have the documents and photos from the crime scene for us?
Yup, 2 copies right here, baby. I also got the autopsy report.
That's awesome. Thanks.
I guess we'll go back to headquarters then. You coming with us?
Nah, I'll stick around for a bit. You can go ahead.
Okay, let us know if you find anything.
Roger that. You can count on me.
30 minutes later, we arrive back at Yggdrasil, with the backseat of the car filled with food. We're finally here, man. What a drag. This was even more tiring than any investigative work I've done.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm not used to long-distance drives.
Here, just take this bag. I'll carry the rest.
You sure? Those look heavy.
No worries. Let's go. We slowly exit the parking lot and ride the elevator up to the office where Suzumi and Aki await.
Hey everyone! We brought food!
I come to a stop right in front of the door, the bags of food dangling heavily at my sides. Kaoru quickly comes to my rescue and swings the door open for me so I can enter.
Hey guys, hope you had fun.
Hello, welcome back, you two.
Alright, so this food is yours. I carefully hand a bag of food to Suzumi.
Thanks, you guys.
Alright, let's dig in.
So, how did the investigation go?
We updated Suzumi and Aki on everything we had, including what Akito got from the police.
So you're assuming this person is talented, agile, familiar with locks, intelligent, and knows what the police is doing.
That's like every generic mastermind out there. Seriously, that doesn't help.
We know, Aki. We're just trying to build a profile.
Okay. Do you have any other information about the witnesses? I'm more concerned about the facts.
I agree, but this takes time. You of all people should understand that.
I know, but this guy gives me the creeps. I just want him arrested.
Patience, Aki. We've only just begun.
Besides, all guys give you the creeps. Nothing new there.
Hey!
I meant all bad guys. But then again, you think all guys are bad.
Stop teasing me! You're so evil!
What? No, I'm not.
Oh, Aki, you should be used to his sarcasm by now.
Aki and I both glower at Suzumi, who's trying her best not to laugh.
Too bad you can't see your faces right now.
Whatever. What about you two? Did you manage to dig up anything special?
Not yet. We're still awaiting the documents from Peter's law firm. We wanted to review his activity for the past 6 months, but it's really difficult to get permission.
Yeah. We've already looked through the police files and stuff that Big Bro got us. But we got nothing, unfortunately.
So we can't confirm or deny the Phantom's role in his death yet.
Yes, unfortunately.
And my brain is fried.
Aki, your brain is always overloaded, so that's nothing new.
Hey!
Kazuki, be nice.
Alright, Mom.
You're always so enthusiastic and obedient, Kazuki.
Hey, it's literally the first full day on the case. We knew it wouldn't be easy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
However, I want to make an assertion. I would like for us to exclude one murder from the investigation, not because it means less work for us. Everyone looks at me like I just told a joke. What? I'm serious. Hey, I want to catch the person responsible for this, alright?
Or maybe you just don't want to work harder.
Aki's right. We should take care of all the cases, even if they're not related to the Phantom.
Well, we should, but we don't have to.
Kazuki.
Sorry, but I agree with Kazuki on this one. He does have a point.
What? Are you crazy, Koda?
I think we can all agree that this case is part of something bigger, and we need to devote all of our energy towards it. We can't handle multiple cases. It would only divert our attention and keep us from achieving our goal of catching the Phantom.
So you're saying that the murder you want to quit investigating is the one you want to turn over to the police?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's the Cliff's Notes version.
More like a Cliff Notes of a Cliff Notes version.
Suzumi, I look at her with a stern expression. I understand your dilemma. We should be handling all the cases that the police can't solve, even if they might be a bit detrimental to our progress. However, we still need the police to help us out, and they can probably solve the other cases in due time. These are the important cases, the ones that, without us, may never be solved. Do you want to live with that regret?
Wow, Kazuki. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, well put.
Fine. If we discover that a murder isn't linked to the Phantom, we'll let the police handle it.
Sounds good.
Alright.
You know, I thought that Kazuki was just a lazy bum that didn't want to work.
Hey, I'm right here, and you hurt my feelings.
Wow, you actually have feelings. This is news.
Sheesh, you're going to tease me now?
Maybe. It's more fun that way.
What did I get myself into?
Well, I mean, you always sleep in and always get to work late. I thought that was because you just wanted to shave a couple hours off of work.
I'm not always late, and sleep is important. It's part of everyone's lives, okay?
Keep it up, and you're going to say exercise and eating properly are part of everyone's lives.
You girls are hilarious.
Anyway, thanks for bringing us food. We're probably gonna be here a little while longer, so I appreciate it.
After this case, I don't think I ever want to read again.
What about you two? Anything you still have to do?
Well, we still have to examine the paperwork Akito gave us.
Paperwork for you too?
Alright then, good luck.
Aki gives us a cheerful smile.
Kazuki, do you want to go through the evidence from the crime scene with me?
I look at my watch. It's a little past 4 p.m. Should I stay? Oh well, let's get it over with. Okay, let's go to the briefing room then. Sure. On our way to the briefing room, I noticed that Kaoru's carrying a thick red folder in her right hand. There must be a lot of documents to go through. You can go ahead and read the documents. I'll look at the photos. Kaoru gives me a funny look. I mean, we can probably switch later if you want.
You really hate reading, don't you?
Only when it's required reading. That's why I never did well in literature classes.
Well, what about reading for fun?
Sorry, it's not my thing. Books are boring.
You did not just say that.
I opened the briefing room door and motioned to Kaoru to enter. Ladies first.
Are you being polite? Or are you afraid to enter because of the curse?
Oh, there's a curse? I thought that was only on the internet.
I'm not going to answer that.
I guess it only works on Aki.
Hey, don't make fun of her.
That's not what I meant. Kaoru takes a seat and pulls out the documents that Akito gave us.
Alright, I'll look at the autopsy report.
I sit down next to her and pull out some annotated photos from the folder. I carefully browse through the photos. All the items look well made. A sword, bandage, necklace, and even the flowers on a desk seems to be of high quality. That sword has some inscriptions on it. For we are the temple of the living God. I wonder if you could buy that somewhere, maybe online? I take a closer look at the photo. Looks like it's custom made. The engraving is rather distinct too. Maybe I should see if I can find anyone who works in the sword engraving service. We are the temple of the living God. I switch my attention over to the lily of the valley photo. I wonder where you can get those flowers. I remember that they're poisonous, so I suppose it would be hard to acquire one. Hey, Kaoru?
Yes?
Do you know how one could acquire a lily of the valley?
It's actually not that difficult to get one.
Wait, it isn't? I thought they're extremely poisonous.
They are. But
Why does there always have to be a but?
they can actually be grown in gardens due to its scented flowers and ground covering abilities in shady locations. They can also be used as a folk remedy in moderate amounts, of course, and some people use them in weddings as a bouquet.
Wait, you can't be serious.
I am serious.
Okay, I can't believe it. People will actually have these flowers thrown on their faces at weddings? And these deadly flowers can be used as herbal medicine too?
Yes, it's perfectly safe once you extract the poison. Plus, they're pretty to look at.
That's insane. The fact that people are using a deadly flower like the lily of the valley for their health-related problems and wedding celebrations makes me anxious. Aren't they worried that there might be side effects? I'm veering off tangent here. Now where was I? Yes, let's take a look at the pendant. It's a symbol of a scale, to signify equality or balance perhaps. Is this even important? I mean, it wouldn't be meaningless. There has to be a reason for it. Everything in its place, just as the killer intended. I spent another 15 minutes thinking about how the killer was able to pull this off without the victim fighting back. Could it have been water? Hey, Kaoru, you read the autopsy report, right?
Yeah, why?
Okay, I'm guessing the poison got into Ogune's body through the consumption of water, right?
Yes, but how did you...
Alright, thanks.
What?
I close my eyes and imagine the situation. Ogune enters the room unaware of what's about to happen. She strikes up a friendly conversation with the killer who offers her some water while sitting in a chair. At one point she started to feel weak and queasy, so that was when he tied and gagged her. He probably watched her writhe in pain as her heart slowly got torn up inside. After that, he dressed her up like... I pick up the photo of Ogune in a white dress, blindfolded, pendant with a symbol of a scale around her neck, and her hands rested on an iron sword. This is driving me crazy. What's with this outfit? Wait a minute. Outfit? Pose? Wait, that's right. We said that the murder scenes look like a piece of art, and we compared it to a theater production. So maybe Ogune is a statue. A cadaver performing a play. Hey, Kaoru. Just then I noticed that Kaoru was actually already looking at me.
Yeah?
Oh, you're already done?
Yes, there wasn't much anyway. Plus, Akito told me all the important bits beforehand.
Anyway, look at this. I show her the picture of Ogune.
She looks so alive.
What comes to your mind when you see this? My eyes stay fixed on Kaoru while I eagerly await her response.
A statue?
About time. Exactly. Who do you think this represents?
Look, I'm a person, not a computer. I don't have all the answers.
Yeah, but what do you think? Come on, it isn't that hard.
Fine. Give me a sec.
Kaoru gets up and looks at the photograph closely.
A long white dress. Her eyes are blindfolded. A pendant with a scale symbol. And an iron sword.
I see a glint in Kaoru's eyes. She must have realized something.
Oh my word. Could it be?
What are you talking about?
Justicia!
I have no clue who or what Justicia may be. I continue to stare at Kaoru with a confused look on my face. So, what about it? Don't tell me you don't know what Justicia represents. Not a clue.
Justicia is the Roman goddess of justice. She's a personification of the moral forces in the Roman judicial system.
I believe that's the equivalent of Astrea from Greek mythology, but I'm not 100% sure.
Her attributes are a blindfold, a scale, and a sword. She often appears as a pair with Prudentia, who holds a mirror and a snake.
Damn. How can explaining something make it even more complicated?
What do you mean?
Now we need to find a woman with a mirror and snake fetish.
That's not what I meant. And it's only a guess.
Where did you get this information from? The internet?
Hello? We're in a library. Of course I got it from reading books. My father had a huge library in our house, and I would always sneak in there to read whenever he was busy. My father was a bit distant, so books were all I had growing up.
Oh. I don't exactly know what to say to that. Even though my parents died a while back, they were always there for me when I needed them. I guess your dad wasn't happy when you joined Yggdrasil, right?
Not really, but it's my life. I'm the only one who gets to decide what I do with it.
Yeah, I guess so. So what line of work does your dad do?
Intercontinental transport. He deals with overseas manufacturing. So that's why he's not home very much. When I was a kid, I hated the fact that he'd always have to leave. Work was always more important to him.
I noticed that Kaoru looks a bit depressed after talking about her father. I have to admit, it was kind of nice hearing Kaoru talk about herself and her father. I got to see a whole new side to her. I've always respected Kaoru, but now that respect is even greater. It's interesting, but I believe this is the first time you talked to me about your father. Aki told me that you lost your mom when you were a baby, and ever since then your father raised you. Look, I don't know everything about your situation, but if you think that your father was so concerned about his work that he didn't love you, I think you might be wrong. Kaoru looks at me wide-eyed. Your father probably went through hell after losing the woman he loved, but he raised you as well as he could. He may not have been the most attentive father, but he wanted to provide you with everything so that you would never have to worry about anything when he was gone. I'm sure he loved you and cares more about you than you think. He was probably afraid for your safety when you joined Yggdrasil. After all, something bad could happen to you due to the type of work you do here. You shouldn't hold any grudges against him. Why don't you talk to him sometimes? Unlike me, you still have a chance. Kaoru froze. I can tell she doesn't know what to say. After a moment of hesitation, she comes to her senses. Well, Kazuki, you're such a bad speaker, but thank you anyway. I never spoke to my father about this, and I never thought of what he had to go through when my mother passed away. I smile at her gently.
You're absolutely right. I should talk to him while I still have the chance to.
Yeah, good decision.
Thank you, Kazuki. You're amazing, you know that? You lost your parents at such a young age, yet you still managed to pull through and do your best, regardless of what situation you might be in.
Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. My parents must have taught me that. Yes, you're probably right. You had amazing parents. Yeah. You had amazing parents. Why didn't you save them? You coward. You coward. You coward. You coward. Okay, so I have to go on a... I have to break things here, but... This is so random, man. They were talking about the murder thing, and then all of a sudden they go into her backstory, literally while the picture is still plastered on the screen. That is so awkward. Like, I can imagine if this conversation happened after they were done with the investigation, but there needed to be more of a separation between those two scenes. And what's worse is we may not be done with this yet. Are you alright, Kazuki? I'm fine, thank you. It's just a little headache. Are you sure? You don't look so fun to me. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Now let's focus on the case. If you say so. So tell me, why are we going back to this? Wow. Like, I hate doing this because it ruins the immersion, but the whole interlude there just ruined it anyway, so I don't feel bad about it. This... yeah. Oh boy. So tell me, you said something about poison got into Ogune's body through the consumption of water. What do you mean? Kind of. Let me tell you what I have so far. And so I start going through every detail I've noticed about the photos and what steps I believe we should take from this point on.
So we need to find out where the killer got the sword from, and where he got it engraved.
That's right. Fortunately, we don't have to spend as much time searching around for the lilies since they are quite easy to obtain.
Thank goodness for that.
What about the pendant with the scale symbol? You said it belonged to Lady Justice, right? Do you think there might be some sort of hidden message?
It's hard to tell, but we should keep that in mind.
Okay, now this one. I pick up the photo of Ogune in a white dress and we both take a closer look at it.
So you agree with me that she's supposed to be representing Justicia?
Yeah, I guess. But what does it mean?
Justice, obviously.
Then that means the lawyer could actually be related to this case.
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but it would be an interesting coincidence.
You know, I don't believe in coincidences. But at least we can say that the victim of this crime is modeled after an important mythological figure. She looks worried. I know what you're going to say. Even I know there's no god that likes to read books with his eyes gouged out. To be honest, I'm still not sure how this ties into the next victim.
Same here.
Well, I suppose we are done here.
But you didn't look through the other documents.
You know I hate reading. Plus, there isn't much to it anyway. I scratch my head hoping Kaoru will let me off the hook.
Yeah, I remember. Anyway, you already know that the poison got into her body through water consumption.
Well, it was sort of obvious, really. What else is there?
Let's see. According to the autopsy report, she died around 2 a.m. There was no apparent sign of struggle on the body. The police found minimal traces of tape on the chair, and strangely enough, a clean floor. Other than that, no other evidence was found.
Just as I thought. But why would the killer clean the floor? Is everything okay? Do you have another headache? Oh, it's nothing. Kaoru continues to stare at me. I guess I have no choice but to tell her. I was just thinking why the killer would go through the trouble of cleaning the floor.
Maybe he didn't want to leave behind a trail. Don't forget, it was also raining that night.
Yeah. He did get a footprint from the last murder, so I'm guessing he was trying to be careful. I look at my phone. It's 6:30 p.m. Well, looks like we've done all we could for today. Want to call it a night?
Yeah, I kinda want to turn in right now.
Agreed. Let's get out of here. I place all the documents back into the folder and hand it to Kaoru before picking out my copy. Thanks. I'll look at this when I get home. Yeah, same here. Let me know if you find anything.
Sure thing.
So, like, right around now is when they should be having the conversation about their families, not where it happened. The office is pretty much empty by now. As we are the last to leave, we closed the office before leaving.
Gosh, it was a long day.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
So, what's our plan for tomorrow?
Let's just take it one day at a time, alright?
I guess.
Once we were outside of Igrasil headquarters, we stopped at the sideway to say our goodbyes.
Good work today, Kazuki. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, take care. On my way back, I analyzed all the facts we managed to find out today. Did we miss an important detail somewhere? I tried to piece together the facts, but to no avail. I guess we still don't have enough evidence. Actually, I doubt we have any evidence right now. As I get near my house, I realized that I was talking to myself the whole time. Wow, I'm beat. I should go take a shower and sleep. Or maybe I should go take a look at those documents again. I take a look through the documents and photos again, but nothing else comes to my mind. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to bed. Good night, world.